I am Debbie Sun and welcome to the first part of our workshop. The primary focus of this workshop is painting on silk. And in the process of learning to silk paint, I thought it would be relaxing and engaging to paint a mandala. This video will focus on how to draw one so that when we meet in person at the workshop, we would have had a head start on the process. So the thought is that you will sketch one to bring with you to the workshop. Now, if you do not have time to do one ahead of the workshop, that is okay. We'd be able to do one together at the beginning. I will also bring a few mandalas with me so that you can use one of those. And if you do have time to do one, I highly recommend giving it a try. It is so much fun. It's relaxing, it's meditative. Get comfortable, practice a bit, do a few, and really enjoy the process. Before we get started, let us gather up some materials to use. We will need paper, any kind of paper. And note that the mandala that we are painting is 8 inches in diameter. So be sure that the paper you're using is at least 8 inches wide. We will also need a pencil or pen, marker, whatever you are comfortable doodling with. And we would need a ruler. Also a compass, if you happen to have one. Or if you like me, just keep it simple. Walk around and grab a few things that have a circular base that you can trace. And I would recommend getting at least 2-3 different size circles to use. Okay, getting started. I'm going to use a marker so that it shows up better on the video. However, I do recommend using a pencil. That way you can make changes along the way. Later on, we will be retracing the design with a marker. These are the silk hoops that we will be painting. So I will draw a circle 8 inches in diameter, and I'm doing that so I would know where the outer edge is of my painting. Okay, we have our 8-inch circle. Now find the center of the circle. Grab your ruler and divide the circle into 4 parts. You can do 8 as well for more guidelines. Next, we will add a few more circles, varying in size. Again, keep it simple, perhaps 2 or 3 rings. All right, now we have our guidelines in place. The artistic concept of a mandala is a repetition of shapes, lines, and patterns radiating from the center. It's all about symmetry. Before you get started, take a look here. Starting from the center, we will be drawing a shape and repeat it all the way around. Use your guidelines so that you know where to start and finish the shapes. Then you add another shape and repeat it all the way around. That is the basic principle of drawing a mandala. It is that simple. Keep adding more layers. Use your guidelines. Since the focus is on silk painting, I recommend keeping the mandala design very simple and keep the size of the shapes big enough so that you can have fun painting colors and blending them together. You can always come back later to add more details. So here I am adding some hearts. You can get creative, add a few dots. And also you'll notice that I was moving the paper around. That makes it so much easier to draw the shapes more symmetrically as you spin the paper around. Also note that precision is not the most important part of this process. So go ahead and be free with it. It's okay if it doesn't quite line up the way you hoped it would. We can always make changes later, or we let it be part of the process. Here are a few ideas of shapes to use. Hearts and circles, petals, wavy lines. Don't overthink it. Whatever comes to mind, put it on paper. So this is one that I sketched out before and then painted it on silk, just like what you all will be doing during the workshop. Now time for you to draw your own shapes and design. The key is to repeat it all the way around in a symmetrical way. And then voila, you have your sketch. Bring this with you to the workshop. We will then trace it with a marker so that we can see it better, transfer it to the silk hoop, and fill the mandala with color. Remember to take a deep breath and have fun with this. Looking forward to seeing you all at the workshop. Be creative and have fun.